In today's video, we're going to test the 3M command strip extra large command hook. It says it can hold up to 10 pounds. It has been used to hold step stools, ironing boards, hanging organizers, spray bottles, and people have even used them to hang their curtains on the wall. We're going to test that out and a whole lot more. There will be timestamps below if you want to skip around. But first off, let's start with the most important thing, the instructions. First thing you're going to want to do is always turn it around and read the instructions on the back how to do this. So now you're going to take out your hook and the command strips. Now the red side of these will go on the actual object. So in this case, it's going to go on the hook itself. Now the black part even tells you this part will go towards the wall. So if you ever get confused, this will tell you black is towards the wall, red is towards your command. Now, one thing I want to point out is I particularly don't like these actual command strips. I actually prefer these ones that have that little meshing to it. I just feel like it locks in a whole lot better, but this is what it came with. So we're going to separate them and we're going to put them on the back of this. And you want to make sure when you are putting the command strips on here, you want these tabs to stay under this plastic part, and I'll show you later in the video. This will make sure that if you ever remove this, that you have enough tab at the bottom to be able to peel this off correctly without ripping it off your wall. So we're gonna go ahead and place this on here as straight as we can. Now let's go find a place on the wall and put it on there. Now we're gonna go ahead and peel off the back, which has the black lettering on it, so you know this part is gonna go towards the wall. We're gonna peel this off. We're gonna press this on the wall. Once you figured out where you wanna hang your stuff at, I'm gonna put this right here because we're gonna end up hanging an ironing board and stuff on it. Make sure you put some pressure on it and try and get it straight. So it's on here. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna press up and pull off this actual hook to it. And then we're gonna hold this down for another 30 seconds just to make sure that the command strips are really stuck to the wall, that it really adheres to your wall. And also just to mention, you see how the bottom right here of the hook plastic, we have the tabs hanging out, so we can, if we decide to remove this, we'll pull this down, it'll come right off the wall. Now we have to let this sit for 1 hour and we'll come back. So we've let this sit for an hour, make sure that everything is secure. We have the ironing board. Now what I'm gonna do is use this little hook right here to mount this on the extra large command hook and see if it holds. Okay. So it's on there. I'm gonna wait about 5 or 10 minutes, make sure it doesn't fall. We're gonna test more things with the command hook and we'll come back, make sure this is still hanging. I wanted to come back to the ironing board and show you that it's still hanging on there tough. And it's hard to see, but the bar right here on our ironing board and the hook, there is a lot of space to it. So I do like that this is pretty wide, that you have a pretty big gap to it, so you can use different kind of stuff. Ironing board, next stepping stool. So I'm glad the 3M command strips thought of that. So now let's go ahead and get to the stepping stool. So here's the stepping stool that I have. I do see one issue, and that is right here with this big, thick grip. I don't think that the command hook is gonna be able to wrap around this. So there's gonna be two options. I bought the 2-pack, which I can probably hang on both sides. But if you only bought one, you're either gonna have to remove this rubber piece, try and slide it over, or get both hooks. So we're gonna see what we can do right now to get it to hook on the one. So you can see right here that the rubber is too thick to hang on here. It's still hanging. How long will it last? It's kind of iffy. This particular one, it's kind of hard to move the rubber. But again, if you can't move the rubber, you can get two, because if you set it right on here, it will fit without the rubber grip. I have it to the side right now. As you can see, it just kind of hanging here sideways. But let's go ahead and leave it for a while and come back and see if it just holds up or if it falls off the wall. It held up the whole time just like this. I even came back and changed it and put it right here in the middle with the rubber grip, and it held up. I was getting ready to go ahead and put this away and realize that there is a bar right here at the bottom, and this will work to hang it upside down. So if you do have a grip on the top of your step stool, but you have this bar at the bottom, you just flip it over and it will hang. I read a lot of people use this extra large 3M command strip hook to hold like water bottles, spray bottles, household objects like that. So we're gonna go ahead and test out some of these and see if they really hold up. Again, this works really well in small places if you don't have any cabinet space and you need to put stuff on the walls without ruining your paint. So let's go ahead and try out some of these spray bottles that I got. Some of the reviews I read about the 3M command strip extra large hook is that it can hold spray bottles just like this. So I grabbed 3 different kinds. They all have different kind of spray handle sizes on it. It's a little bit longer. I'm gonna put them on here, see if they hold up. So we'll go ahead and start with this one. So this one holds really well, and I'm thinking it's because this one has the longest trigger on it. So let's go ahead and see. This one looks like it has the smallest one on it. And okay, it holds on there. This one also has a small trigger on it as well, but we will go ahead and see. So all 3 of them hold, so it looks like you can put your spray bottles up here if you live in a small place like an apartment or anything like that. This will definitely work if you want to hold a lot of your spray bottles and stuff like that without fear of them falling down, because this will hold up to 10 pounds and this is more like 2. Wow, I'm actually surprised that it held all 3 of these really nicely. Now let's go ahead and hang some detergent bottles. Everybody does laundry, and let's see if we can get these to hang as well. I'm gonna attempt to go ahead and hang these on here, but I think we're gonna have issues on how far the handle sticks in compared to more flush to the wall, but we'll give it a go. Ooh, that's gonna be a no. It's not flush enough, so it's not gonna work for this. And I thought, well, we would try a different shaped bottle. This is like a little detergent, and oh wow, look at that. It actually holds, wow. So this is a little more flush, I guess, to the bottle and the wall itself. So this will work on different kind of bottle sizes. You're just gonna have to find the one that actually will hold it. 3M products are really good about their products being really made for small areas. If you live in an apartment or anywhere where it's kind of tiny and you don't have a whole lot of room, these come in handy to store things just like this if you don't have cabinets. So we figured out some type of detergent bottles or big bottles will work. It kind of depends. Is it worth buying the bottle just to see if it fits? No, but if you already have it there and you want to save room and hang it there, then you can go ahead and try it and see if that works out. I wanted to see if you could use this for things not only inside your house, but let's say like in your garage. So I grabbed this 4-foot ladder, and as you can see, I hung it up on the wall on one of the rungs. It hangs up really nice. It holds really well. I don't exactly know the weight on it, but you can definitely hold a 4-foot ladder with this. If you get a 6-foot, I think it'll hang. Just not really too sure on the weight on that, so you would definitely check that before you would hang that on your wall. Also, I have just a handsaw laying around, but I thought, hey, if this can hold it, I can put this on the wall. So you can see, I go ahead and put it on there. There's plenty of room between the saw and the hook, so this is actually gonna go really well. I'm gonna hang this in my garage. I have a 4-foot level that's just kind of been sitting in the corner of my garage, so I thought this might be good. So as you can see, I put it on the wall. It fits really good. There you go. You can see that it does work. So this hook will also go to hang the level in my garage. Now there's a lot of other things that you can try, but if you ever wonder, can you use this inside your garage? Yes, you can. Let me know if you've used this in the garage in the comments below. One of the most common reviews I saw is people use this to hold curtain rods. And I just want to say right off the bat, do that at your own risk. I'm gonna test it right now just because of how many people say it works. But again, this is by your own means. All the liability relies on you. So let's go ahead and see how this works. So I'm gonna take the curtain rod and I'm gonna hang it on the 3M command hooks, and we're gonna leave it up here for about a week. And in the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna open and close it just like this and see if it'll hold up for at least a week. And it is fitting so far. As you can see right here, they are fitting in the hooks, even with the little things at the end. We'll come back in a week and see how this held up. I've had these up for a week now. Every morning what I do is when I wake up, I open up the curtains, and then when I go to bed, I close the curtains. I do just kind of casually, whenever I walk past them, kind of do a little tug test to kind of see if it will fall. It's been up there the entire week, has not fallen. It's holding up there really well. So these extra large 3M command hooks, they can do a lot of different things. They're really versatile. So if you have heavier stuff that you want to hang up on them to hold, I recommend these. So using these extra large 3M command hooks to hold up curtains, it does work. To me, it's a temporary thing. Like if you're living in an apartment complex and you cannot put no nails or anything, I can see this. Opening and closing it, I don't know if you're gonna do that quite often, but does it hold them? Yes, it does. Is it safe? Again, that is up to you, but it does work. So as you can see, the extra large 3M command hook works really well. If there's other 3M command products that you'd like to see me review, go ahead and put that in the comment section below, and I'm gonna take a look and I'll review some of those. Also, check out this playlist of 3M Command products that I've already reviewed, and if you've ever wondered how to properly install 3M Command strips, definitely going to want to check out this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. Check all the links down below. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.